guys, ever want to see an anime or tension movie was a dick? Stay tuned. Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
And my name is Arnes. And before we get into this epic review we got today,
I
was just wondering,
what
is this?
That's April O'Neil. I needed something to wedge in there so this thing wouldn't move around.
Well, I understand it's April O'Neil, but what is she doing there?
She's being useful for once, not just standing ugly on my shelf. Because she's such a collectible, you know.
Steve, you don't understand, man. You just took her value down from $14 at Walmart to $13.98.
God, you're paying $14 at Walmart for it? I'm pretty sure this thing's $5 on clearance. I'm pretty sure I can get it at the Walmart nearby right now. $5 on clearance.
Steve,
that's how good it is.
You just need a little bit of paint, some glue or some light, and it's a collectible.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It totally looks like Megan Fox or April O'Neil, not just some generic chick in a yellow coat. Moving on. So today we're going to be going over the anime school days. If you guys haven't seen the anime, definitely go check it out before you watch this review, because we're going to full blow spoil this entire review.
Because we're
just gonna talk about our feels for this video.
So the only way we can talk about this anime is if we tell you what's going on.
And real quick, just for you guys that clicked on this video and don't want spoilers, it's a pretty good anime. It does what it sets out to do. Definitely go check it out. It's definitely a lot different than what you think it's gonna be.
A lot different. And me and Steve have very different feelings or how we see the main character.
Alright, so pretty much the premise, there's this guy named Makoto. He's a high school student at a Japanese school. They take the train to the school every day. Keep seeing this cute girl named Katsuki, right? And keeps seeing her on the train every day, starts noticing her, and starts liking her. So in class, he ends up sitting next to this other girl that ends up liking her named Sakai, who she actually decides to hook him up with Katsuki. And they start...
wait, time out. If this chick from the first episode told him how she liked him,
this anime would be totally different than
it
the
would
way
have just cut done. That's
we would have your standard high school anime, but nope.
No. She likes him way too much, so she just does whatever he wants.
Yeah, because pretty much what ends up happening is they start dating, but come to find out, Katsuki actually isn't. She's very shy, isn't really good around guys. And she doesn't want to take things fast. She wants to take it nice and slow. Kind of like a nice, normal, innocent anime girl. Whatever.
It's high school.
Yeah, so he starts losing interest in her because she doesn't want to take it to the next level as fast as he would like it to.
But on our hand, our guy's a pimp. He has no time for that.
So he ends up starting to get training from Sakai. And this training evolves into him eventually sleeping with her. And then he's cheating on Katsuki with her. But then he loses interest in her, so he kind of wants to break up with her, but can't really tell her. And never really full-blown tells her till later on in the series.
Episode 10?
Something like that.
Yeah, episode 10.
So then it's pretty much them back and forth, but then he gets involved with her best friend, and then he gets involved with this other girl, but yeah, goes back, and then it has a threesome.
This guy, this guy has reached a milestone that hardly a lot of kids in high school have. He's a second year in high school. This guy had a threesome, banged a chick behind a restaurant, banged a few chicks at the school gymnasium,
quite a few,
science class,
at his house, at her house.
All of them.
And it was just some were just I don't even understand why they're sleeping with him. There was just no plot at all. It was just hey, maybe you should go talk to her today after she already got banned by him.
I don't understand.
Why? Why are girls like this?
I don't understand. It's every girl is just and after he had a threesome with these three girls, they were talking in a classroom and they're like, hey, we should try your boyfriend next. And she was like, he doesn't have the right equipment. I was like, oh!
Oh! And it's just one of those things where it's just my Tenchi Muyo reference, because these kind of animes, you start to think how this setup is going to be is on these usual ones, guy meets a ton of variety of girls, all interested in him, but he can't really choose one, and you just get the nice, awesome, awkward situations through each girl.
This guy.
No, he didn't. He didn't need choices because every one of them was, except for Katsuki, which I'm going to give that woman props. She's probably my favorite character in the anime for the most part. Is that everybody else ends up giving into him,
and it's like they're not just like giving into him; they want it.
Yeah, like they all like him for reasons because like they even explain the anime. He's originally was a shy guy. He's very nice, very compassionate, and he's kind of like what you expect out of this character. But then once he starts dating, and then Sakai finally gives into him fully, then he just kind of becomes this little monster for the most part, where he's just like always hunting it down.
Vagina ruins things.
Vagina corrupts.
Oh my god. Like, this guy was supposed to have a good reputation. Like, he's just supposed to be a good all-around guy. And then he gets vagina. And it all...
It's just like, all comes crumbling down. Like, imagine that happened to like a Tetsubu or something like that. Just...
It's like, hey,
all
how
the
you
aliens
doing?
wouldn't be safe.
Hey, how you doing? No. I said no. I did say no.
It's just practice, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Just practicing.
Sure, baby.
Next one. No. Why we have to do it in the classroom? You should go talk to this other girl.
Yeah, you should be with your girlfriend, not me. But I like you more. And you're cool with that?
I had an issue with this guy. Like, I hated him so much until episode 11 when the three girls just walk into his house and I was like, I have decided that this guy is the man.
Actually, I think it was episode 10.
Yeah, episode 10,
episode
11.
10.
They were all like, we need to find what this guy has. And the next scene, he's like, hey, come on in. She's like, are we really doing this? You wanted this. You come in.
Yeah, then she's like,
okay.
And then she's like, afterwards when they were talking, she's like, but I had a boyfriend. She's like, whatever.
Oh, like this guy, like, I just, like, entire anime, I hated this guy until episode 10. He's just a douche, like, playing out. This guy just, I knew how it was going to end. And it's what only thing that kept my interest in here.
Yeah, because initially, main reason why we decided to review this anime is because we were watching a Watch Mojo Top 10 where this anime actually showed up. So, thanks, Watch Mojo. And we were just like, wait, whoa, there's that much of a dramatic change? I think we need to watch this. They weren't kidding.
Yeah, like the entire episodes, I hated him, but I wanted to see this ending. And then I came to that episode, I was like, oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, buddy. I take this back. You are awesome.
I feel for you.
You are doing what
I don't.
Every high school kid
I
wanted to do.
don't want to say, because at the end of the anime, again, spoiler, he gets murdered by Sakai because pretty much what ends up happening is she gets pregnant.
Which, I am sure she really is pregnant.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because it was still really early and whatever. But, like, during this time, she comes up to him and she's like, I'm pregnant with your kid. He doesn't understand. He's like, it can't be mine. She's like, you're the only one I've been with. That doesn't mean anything.
How dare you get pregnant? He's like, how dare you get pregnant?
He just goes out and hangs out with other chicks. Ends up, after breaking up with Katsuki, ends up getting back with her. And then, icing on the cake, where I was just like, everything that's coming to this guy, he deserves, is that in the house, because she was staying with him, because she's pregnant, and so he's trying to do the right thing, but fucking failing at it. And then, so he brings her home, and then she comes home after having a huge fight with him on the phone, because she rightfully thinks that he's going to cheat on her. She comes home, you have her, Katsuki, and Makoto in the room, and then he's like, I don't want you to be my girlfriend, I want you here, don't want the kid, and just starts making out with Katsuki right in front of her. And I'm just like, yep, you're going to deserve you totally deserve what's coming up.
But the cat...
I don't condone murder, because, again, he gets murdered. Brutally murdered.
Guy was just thinking with his other head. What's wrong with that? It was just losing control of just had it all.
Yeah, but you have to have some kind of moral compass, you know? You can't just be like, my radar is shifting me this way.
But the thing that pushed her over the edge was the meal in the trash. Gentlemen, never tell your wife / girlfriend or a woman in your future that her food's horrible.
Didn't even tell her horrible. You just tossed it out because it was on the floor. Like, no, you eat that. It doesn't matter what she made. You enjoy it. I didn't watch that Watch Moses segment. I would never have thought this would have happened. No. Although they do clue at it during the later portions of the last couple of episodes, is that stuff's going down. Like, even the music starts getting kind of eerie. Like, horror movie eerie. Dark. Like, and that's the one thing about this anime, too, is that it has a lot of very cheerful parts, like you would expect in these kind of animes, where it's like a bunch of girls like the one dude. But yeah, there's all these like moments where you're just like feel bad moments for people, because it was like even in the first episode where he finally gets hooked up with Katsuki, everything's going well. Girl's like, "You're welcome." He's like, "Oh man, how could I ever repay you?" And then she just shoves her tongue down his throat. Like,
entire episode, I felt sorry for that girl. Katsuki?
Yeah, because she's like the one who was just like, she never really did anything wrong.
No, and she's the only one who didn't sleep with him.
Yeah, like she never really got to have anything. She just actually liked him.
And the blue hair chick.
And the blue hair chick who had nothing to do with him. And come to find out, when pretty much after it's Katsuki, then Sakai, and then the girl. Well, there's a pack of 4 girls that are always picking on Katsuki.
Yeah.
Mainly because the one girl actually really likes Makoto, who is Otomi. And she ends up getting with him as well when they're about to have the school festival, and they get together in like this back room area. Come to find out, they actually filmed this back room area. And this is where like Sakai finds out that he was cheating on her with her. And that poor girl Nanami, where she's just like nonchalantly, because you hear that she's dating a boy throughout the entire one. It's an older dude. And the first video you see is of her. Dude sitting on the bed, she just gets on her knees. And then she just starts crying, depressed throughout the rest of the anime. She was the one I probably felt the most bad for throughout, because I was like, something bad's gonna happen. It seemed like it was going to, but
never did.
Never did, thankfully. Because I thought she was cool. Short hair girls are awesome.
The entire animes feel bad. Like,
yeah, it was like, then you start...
He sleeps with every single girl besides the main character, Katsuki, and then Nanami. Yeah, he sleeps with every single one of the other girls that shows in this anime. He bangs her in one way or another. Even Seka's best friend, he sleeps with her. She's like, if you promise to break up with her, I'll do anything.
Yeah, like, if you watch over her, you can have me. He's like, sweet. But it was just like, each part of like the anime, though, you start feeling bad for different girls for some reason, though. Because at the beginning, it was Katsuki, felt bad for her. But then it was like you start feeling bad for Sakai because he's still kind of going back to her, but then he's kind of jumping to Otomi. And then you start kind of feeling bad for her because she's getting played with this entire scenario as well. And then eventually it was just like, whatever for the other girls, because like the one, the curly hair girl, I'm not even going to...
The one with the pigtails and the circle?
Yeah, she had like the circle hair. I'm not even going to try to remember her name because she was kind of irrelevant for the most part. I found her to be annoying.
He sleeps multiple times with these chicks, and every one of them is right. The first one that stands up to him, and it's like, hey, there's something wrong with this guy. No.
Yes.
It's the Automate.
Yeah, it's Otomi. Which I'll give her props. Yeah, she was just like, I'm not cool with what's happening, and leaves. The only one that actually full-fledged leaves right out the bat. And the other one I can understand because she was just pretty much a fling. So, it's whatever. And then the three, the girls he had a three-way with were just kind of like a side note, like whatever. But it was just like Sakai and Katsuki always pretty much stick with him throughout the entirety of the anime. Because they love him. And they both want to be with him, but he doesn't choose one, which is what needed to happen. Which is why the ending happens mainly the way it does. Which is him getting brutally stabbed by Sakai, and then Katsuki finds out.
Cuts his head off,
because I love that part too, where she's just like, she calls using his phone to get Sakai to go to the rooftop where they always kept having lunches and whatnot. And then there's a bag there, and then she confronts her, starts talking about all this stuff, and she's like, blah, 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 and she's like, but Makoto's right here, and his head's in the bag.
She's like, go ask him, see what he says.
Yeah, and then she just like has this cleave for her, and decides afterwards they both go at each other, and Katsuki wins and cuts open
her stomach.
It's the guy's stomach to
shoves her hand in there.
See if the baby was there.
Shoves her hand in there. She's like, he couldn't be pregnant. He's my boyfriend. See, you're lying. Yeah. There's no baby in there.
I'm just like, oh. And then they just sail off into the sunset with his head. Yeah. Happy ending. Yay. Because mainly when this anime starts getting violent, which is right at the end, it's so impactful because you don't expect it. And even though it's not even like gory violent or anything, it's mainly just like blood and kind of like see
There's
cuts.
a camera scene that's going out of her stomach, and like she pulls her hand
But
out.
even
And she's
like that's not like horrible because you just see blood in like an opening.
she's like, oh yeah, there's no baby in there. You're lying.
Yeah, it was just like it's mainly it has such an impact just because of the setting that it's in.
The concept of it, it's like, hey, she just fucking shoved her hand inside of her uterus through the stomach.
Raw fatality.
Where's my baby? So, Steve, overall, what did you think of the anime?
You know, it's kind of hard. Because one way, I want to say that the anime is really good because I actually enjoyed pretty much all the characters for the most part. They're all interesting. You actually feel for each of the characters, except for the guy, because I still personally think the guy's
That's
a
amazing.
full-blown douche.
Thumbs up.
Douche.
Yeah. 4 thumbs. My toes are even up. Yeah.
Yeah. You. And you legitimately start caring for what's happening with these people, and you're like, oh man, but you should get with her, but I kind of like this girl, and then she's doing this stuff. Why is he doing this stuff? And then also the way the story progresses, you stay interested throughout the entirety of it because you want to see what kind of happens. It's kind of like like a nerd soap opera for the most part. And this is also an anime I kind of binge watched the entirety of it in one day because it's only 12 episodes, which is nice because I think if it was more than 12 episodes, I couldn't take it anymore.
Oh, it's so suspenseful and like, God, I hated this guy the entire time.
Yeah, and the anime, like, it does a really good job at what it's trying to do. Like, it does a great job at what it was trying to do. But then again, I also...
Piece of shit.
Yeah. But also, I don't want to like the anime because it's just depressing.
It is
like, throughout the entirety of it. Because you're just like, you feel bad the entire time, which is what the anime was trying to do. And it did a great job at that. So in the end, if you guys are looking for a pretty different kind of anime where it has your standard tropes of these animes, a bunch of girls like one guy, but want something that's strangely unique and refreshing, definitely you should go check out this anime. It only takes about 6 hours to watch the entirety of the show. Definitely worth a watch. So what do you guys think? Have you guys checked out School Days? If you guys have, please let us know in the comments below what you guys thought of this anime. Help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe to become a ranger today, and we'll see you guys in the next video.